What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye the Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Malika Andrew. She is the new black female face of ESPN. They've gotten rid of some people. Some people may have wanted to be gone. But she's now on the NBA coverage, or she's doing NBA coverage more and more on the ESPN set, because she's known for doing work as a sideline reporter. And she's now getting into the woke politics herself by calling out Kyrie Irving, which is very funny how you got all these women that want to call out men for not getting the jab, but then they'll get upset when somebody tells them they can't get an abortion. That's very interesting to me, how you have these women who get upset at the Kyrie Irvings of the world, but they don't want Texas telling them that you can't be getting abortions here. You know, it's their body, their choice, right? Well, that should go for anybody when it comes to the jab. Nobody wants to put foreign substances in their body that they are not comfortable with. Now, I will say this, though. I'm not one of these people who's an anti-vax type person. I do feel like if you have health issues for a very long time, then maybe you should take it. But completely healthy people who don't have any type of bad health issues should not have to be forced to take this. Listen, no matter if you get the jab or not, you can spread whenever you get the CV, you can still spread it even after getting the vax. You can still get it. Look at Sage Steele. Sage Steele took the jab and she still got the CV. So what I want to know from Malika Andrews and all these other people that want to shame Kyrie Irving for not getting the jab, would you want somebody telling you what you can do with your body? Would you want somebody to tell you that you can't start a family because of your career? No, but it's rules for them and not for me, because I look at all the outrage that's going on towards what Texas is doing. I mean, what some of these other states are doing. And women are talking about you can't control what a woman does with her body, but you want to control what Kyrie Irving does with his when it's not detrimental to you? That's very interesting. But let's get into this article from Bro Bible. It says ESPN Malika Andrews calls out Kyrie Irving's privilege after Steve Nash admits Nets will play without him. Following ESPN's removal of Rachel Nichols from air and cancellation of her NBA show The Jump, Malika Andrews, the network's only black female NBA reporter, who became a star during the network's coverage of the NBA bubble in 2020, was effectively made the face of their NBA coverage going forward, as she was tapped to host the ESPN's news daily basketball show NBA Today, which might end up being a mistake because you can tell she's very green. She's very green when it comes to their coverage. And you can tell by the way that she is acting. She seemed like a very young female who is only trying to regurgitate the talking points of Twitter. They put her in a very awkward situation because I don't think she was ready. She's ready for this. And we're going to see in a couple years if she's still in that spot or not. Because to me, she's a less talented Maria Taylor. I've never said Maria Taylor didn't have what it takes to be a host of a show. I just said that she wasn't the draw that ESPN thought she was, and that's why she didn't get the big raise. Andrews, serving as host of ESPN's pregame show prior to the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Phoenix Suns preseason game on Sunday, was speaking with analyst and former NBA pro Kendrick Perkins when she called out Kyrie Irving for thinking he has the privilege of just looking at yourself during the pandemic. You see how they do this? I don't think Kyrie Irving lives a completely different life than I live. Kyrie Irving lives a completely different life than what any of you live. I don't think Kyrie Irving is out there putting people in danger. The only people that put others in danger is the woke people of society with their ideology, with their weird ideology, who want everybody to get the jab as if they care about society, when we saw last year they don't care about anybody but themselves. They'll see whole cities be burned to the ground and they don't care. They see whole businesses destroyed, they don't care. But y'all care about the jab now? You don't even care about yourself. Look at how a lot of you look when you leave out the house. I asked Kevin Durant on his thoughts about Kyrie. He said it was an individual choice. I understand in some ways taking that approach, or maybe it's just what you say facing forward. But that is the antithesis of what a pandemic is. You do not have the privilege of just looking at yourself, Andrew said. But let me tell you something. People have a right to have a choice, Malika. Just like you have a choice with your body, everybody else has a choice. And if they choose not to get the jab, you do not get the right to get on TV and try to browbeat them and shame them just so you can get pat on the back by woke Twitter. Because I guarantee you would not want anybody telling you what to do with your body, telling you who you should date, telling you who you should sleep with. Yes, it does. It does correlate. You're telling him what he should do with his body. I don't think Kyrie Irving is a danger to anybody. The people who are a danger are the people out here having unprotected relations with others. People who are out here being a danger to themselves because of whatever mental health issues they may have. But you want to talk about Kyrie Irving's privilege. I was thinking she was going to go all the way there and talk about his male privilege. That to me would have signified everything I need to know about Malika Andrews. You do not have the privilege of looking at yourself, Andrew said. You have to look at people. You got to look at the people next to you, because that's how we got to this being the most deadly pandemic that has taken the lives of over 700,000 people in the United States. I think that there's been worse. And there's worse going on in heavily. Do y'all not understand that in some countries where most of the people have gotten the jab, that they're still having a lot of high cases? They're still having a lot of high cases even after getting the jab. Countries with over 80% people done got the jab, even more, and they're still having high hospitalizations and they have high cases. What are you saying about that? It's not enough. It's going to take another couple of years for the jab to be effective with this. It's going to take a while. Forcing people to take experimental substances is not the way. It's not the way. There are ways of battling this, and this ain't it. Shaming people for not getting foreign substances put into their bodies that they know nothing about is not the answer. And when you have people like this who get on TV and they expound stuff like this, it just shows you where their mindset is. Of course, she's not going to care about the individual and how their body. Listen, what if this has a negative effect on his body? This stuff might be negatively affecting some of these athletes, but they're not saying anything because they don't want to get destroyed in the media. So they have to keep quiet about the things that may be going on with them after taking this stuff because of people like Malika Andrews. This is not all on Kyrie, but it's on all of us to do our small part, and this small part is the locker room. Andrews' comments come as Nets head coach Steve Nash conceded over the weekend that the team will be without Irving at home games this season. I think we recognize he's not playing home games. We're going to have to, for sure, play without him this year. So it just depends on when, where, and how much, Nash said of the flat earth theory believing Irving. You see how they try to make it seem like he's crazy because he's not putting foreign substances. Now the whole flat earth thing, I mean, that's what he thinks. I mean, it is what it is. You know, who's in the midst of a 4-year, $136 million contract with the Brooklyn Nets. All you people think about is the money. Kyrie has made a lot of money in his career. He could retire today and be good. And I know that would really piss you off. All 30 NBA teams play 41 home games. So if Irving were to miss every single one of them, he would be forfeiting $15 million of his $35 million salary for the upcoming season. Nets are currently scheduled to kick off the season, this new season, on the road at defending champion Milwaukee Bucks Tuesday, October 19th, meaning part-time employee Irving will likely be with the team for that one. So what? Listen, no, not everybody's willing to compromise for a paycheck like a lot of these other people will. That's why they have no soul. say whatever you want about Irving. You can say the guy can be a bit weird and do this, seem like he's a bit off. But Kyrie thinks for himself. And I'm all about people thinking for themselves. I know that's hard for people like Malika Andrews to understand, that people think for themselves, that they're not sheep and they're not going to do what they're told. Because the thing is, a lot of these Western women always think about, what can I gain? What can I get? What can I do to get this? They will do anything. They will compromise themselves in order to either elevate up the ladder or to gain a lot of success and money. They will do anything. They will abort their children in order to gain success. They don't care about anybody but themselves, which is funny. While you're acting like Kyrie's being selfish, what about all these selfish women that are mad because the state of Texas is basically saying that we're not going to allow you to continue to use Planned Parenthood and other facilities like that to, basically get rid of your mistakes. You don't want any man telling you how to control your body. So why is this woman and others telling Kyrie Irving what to do with his? Complete and utter hypocrisy, and I'm not going to stand for it. I'm going to speak out about it. Let me know in the comment section below. Like this video, share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Kyrie Irving has a right to his to make the choice he wants to make. I don't get on this platform and tell women how to, live their life. I just speak on the dysfunctional behaviors. But is Kyrie Irving displaying dysfunctional behavior, or he's displaying a guy that speaks that's thinking for himself?